Hello everyone, welcome back to the second episode of Turn Heads. I am your host, Hunting Owl or Graham, with my co-host Nyxie. How are you doing today, Nyxie?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Oh, there she goes. There she goes. She's already started. She's off and running. We're going to talk about the topics that are on our podcast topics in Discord. Every person that puts in a topic, we have to try and discuss a little bit about it. Are you excited for them today, Nyxie?
Yeah, it's going to be another interesting one.
I don't know. There's some odd shit there. I don't know. What are you drinking today? Because we know that you were on wine the last time we did our podcast.
I'm currently drinking an energy drink at the moment.
Yeah.
I think I needed it this morning.
By the way, this podcast is going out a day before Nyxie's 30th birthday.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, she's going to be an old cretin.
Thanks for that.
Eggs are drying up.
Wow.
Eggs are drying up. Wrinkles are coming. She's getting ready for her time, aren't you? When's the menopause?
Not ready. Yeah, totally.
And also it'll be Nyxie's 1 year anniversary on Twitch as well. So fair play to Nyxie. She's having two big occasions in the next 2 days. Are you doing anything for your birthday?
Just gonna out for a meal actually. Yeah,
Oh.
just gonna keep it casual, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
While wearing your mask.
Yes.
And you put a hole in your mask.
See.
You put your hole.
I'm a little bit worried though. It's meant to storm though, so I'm not looking forward to that. But
Yeah. Well, hopefully you have a good day. Right, we got our first topic of today, Nyxie. You ready for this?
right, I'm ready.
Right, before we continue, before we actually go on to this, how was your week, by the way?
Usually not a bad week. Yeah, I'm still doing some video editing. I'm trying to get it done as quick as possible. But yeah, and sort of preparing myself for the 14th.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be doing a 12-hour stream, so that's going to be interesting.
12 hours of Nyxie.
Good luck to you all. No.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing. 12 hours of Nyxie. We got our first topic of today. It's from Hypno, our Graham's adopted son. First topic. You ready for this?
Go for it.
How many pubes does Graham have? Favorite porn actors or actresses? Or favorite way of wanking?
What a great start.
Yeah. What the fuck? Hypno. What the fuck? Should I start this or?
Well, I don't know how many, but I reckon we'd be here all day if you counted them all.
What? What the fuck? What? You said I don't fucking shave? Jesus.
I don't know, do you?
Well, let's just go on with this. That's good. Most of my body is normally shaved when I get drunk, so I expect it would be shaved as well. Well, I say I expect it to be shaved, but it sounds like I haven't seen my dick in years. That just brings me back to the point when I was in school. And I shaved my ass right before our big massive exams, which was a terrible mistake. It was an awful mistake. Because it felt like I had, like, my ass was so itchy during the exam. I was like moving around in the chair. Man, no offense to anybody who has this disease, but it looked like I had Parkinson's. I'm not even kidding. It looked,
no.
Yeah, I couldn't sit still for 5 seconds. It looked like I had Parkinson's. It was that bad. But how many pubes does Graham have? Surprisingly, not that many. I'm very clean shaven down there. I'm glad I'm telling you this, Nyxie, and most of the world too. I'm glad I'm telling you this. This is lovely. Favorite porn actors? Do you have a favorite porn actor?
I actually don't know any. I haven't got a clue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not really good with names either. I really don't really have a porn actor or porn actress. What did I say, actor? Why did I say act? I'm into that male porn, you know? I'm into that everybody's got a boner porn. No, I really don't know anybody that's a porn actress, except like Isn't there like a few that, what do you call that girl that's like suing the porn industry because she wants to get out of porn, or well, she is out of porn now, but she wants to get rid of her videos on Pornhub or someone, Kaifa or whatever her name is.
I'm not sure, but
She is
it's quite unfortunate.
yeah, she has a great personality. Favorite way of wanking? Do you have one?
No. Do I?
Tell me your techniques.
You seem to think it's something called DJing, but
What do you mean I think? I know. What do you mean I think? I know. My favorite way of wanking is put my dick in a microwave and see how long I can last. Like, just go nuts on it and see how long I can... What the fuck?
Dad, what about radiation?
Yeah. I'm trying to make it bigger. I'm trying to... Okay. What a way to start off. Fucking hell. We're not taking too much time into them questions. Jesus. From Graham's husband. What's an acceptable amount of chocolate to eat? So you're all over this one because I fucking hate chocolate.
Yeah. The problem with me is if I get a bar of chocolate and I'm watching something, I will eat it until it's all gone. I will not think about it. Yeah. It's terrible.
I fucking despise chocolate. I just like, it's sitting on a shelf in the shop going, oh, look at me, I'm so fantastic, take me. I hate it. It's like just sitting there and wanchy. It's like chocolate and ice cream. Ice cream is, I don't like anything sweet. So I don't know why I don't know why I talk to you. Swagway. See that, lads? That's how you do it, lads. That's how you do it. That's how you do that shit. No, I'm not a big fan of anything sweet at all.
Ice cream.
I don't know. I used to love it as a kid. I hate it now as an adult. Like, I'm more salt than savory, if you get me. So it's more like, I like crisps and stuff like that there, kind of like salty stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of chocolate. So chocolate to me is just, I just find it gets wild dry in your mouth. Like, you'll be eating chocolate and you feel like you're, like, I don't know. I know,
it makes you dehydrated sometimes.
Yeah, it's like
I can't eat it during this time of year because it's just too hot, but...
No, you would still eat it. I guarantee you would still eat it.
Probably, but yeah. Not as much.
Yeah. This is actually a question from you.
Oh yeah.
What does Declan look like with hair, and would he ever grow it back again? And your next question is top 3 takeaways. Declan tried to grow his hair back. By the way, if anybody doesn't know, Declan is a person who comes to my Twitch and joins me in my channel a few times to host it. Declan used to have, when he was a kid, he used to have long hair down to his shoulders.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it. I can't picture it at all.
So Declan's bald, by the way. He's actually joining me tomorrow, actually. No, he used to have long hair. He used to have long hair down to his shoulders, and now he's shaving up bald, and he tried to grow back there a little bit, and it did suit him, but he decided to go back bald. I have no idea why. It does suit him. But what do you think about his hair? Do you like his hair bald, or would you like to see him with hair?
I just like to see him with hair, just to see the difference. I mean, he looks really well with no hair, but yeah, I'm just curious. I think what he'd look like with long hair. I can't picture it.
Like, it's weird when I first seen him, like, cause obviously because of COVID and shit, I didn't see him for a long ass time, and then all of a sudden I went to the restaurant not the restaurant, the takeaway that he works in, and he had hair, and I was like, Jesus, what happened? Yeah. It was so odd. It was so odd to see it. Top 3 takeaways. Name them. Go.
Chinese, Indian, and pizza.
Jeez, you had that in your head straight away.
Yeah.
But like, do you have like a proper place? Like, do you have a name place like Domino's or anything like that there that's your favorite places are?
I mean, in terms of a Indian takeaway, there's this place. I mean, most of those places are like local places, but there's a particular Indian restaurant we go to, which is actually like 4 hours drive away, and it's the best Indian we've ever had. Yeah.
Jesus, 4 hours for an Indian?
Yeah. That's more of a local than any other Indian takeaways. It's unreal.
Do you go there often? Do you just go up there often?
Yeah, whenever we get time to travel, we'll go up there. It's in Birmingham.
Jesus.
We'll go all the way up there.
What would you get?
Have that.
What would you get in it? What would you get ordered in that? Like, what would you order from the place?
I say usually a chicken tikka masala or a lamb pasanda. They're so good. So good.
I've never I can't eat Indian anymore because I used to eat a lot of my vindaloo when I was younger, and now it's destroyed my stomach. So maybe one.
So they're not particularly spicy curries. So.
Yeah, but I can't eat Indians anymore. But like my favorite 3 takeaways is probably like Chinese pizza and like kebabs. Like I love kebabs, especially when I'm drunk. Even when I'm streaming, like you've heard it before in the past. Like I would be all of a sudden drunk. Well, not drunk, like tipsy, and be like, "Oh my god, I would love a kebab." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a craving for a kebab, but I don't know. Like, it's. Do you get to that point? Like, I don't know about you during COVID, but during COVID for me, it was like you're eating a takeaway because you were too scared to go out shopping and trying to get proper food in because of, especially at the start of COVID, you were ordering takeaways non-stop. And I just got fed up with takeaway food.
Funny enough, it was the opposite way round when it all first started because I didn't like anyone else coming near the house. I'd rather make sure that like I've got a mask on or like I can sort of keep my distance. But I don't know. It's really bizarre, and also that it's pre-packaged food, so I can.
Yeah.
I know it sounds bizarre, like wipe it down, make sure I disinfect them. I know, disinfect packaging, leave it for 72 hours. I don't know, but it's just bizarre.
We started doing that as well. Like every time we went shopping, then like after a few weeks, we actually went when we started going like to Aldi or any other big shop like that. There, we started like every time we came home, we had to disinfect everything that we got. Like even like the plastic packaging, like disinfected and all. Maybe that was a little bit too extreme, but. I don't know. I think maybe the Irish were a little bit more cautious than the British, to be quite honest. With that,
I mean, I'm still cautious now. Like,
yeah.
I mean, some people are a bit more relaxed than others. I mean, I'm still doing what I need to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes me feel more comfortable doing what I do.
But even saying that, like, say if I order a takeaway now, like it's still the same. Like they'll leave it at the door, at the bottom of the door, or they'll leave it at the door, or they'll leave it like on the car, or whatever. They won't come near the door, which is great. Just for their safety as well, just in case I had anything, like crabs or anything. But I don't know how they would jump off my balls that is shaved. Back to shaved
Would
pubes.
you go to the door naked or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Next question. Next topic is from Graham's drunk friend, which is Sean. 3 best pints you ever had. 3 best pints I ever had. Jesus, that's a hard one.
Come on, your number one.
Say what?
Your number one pint. You always drink it.
Well, I thought when I'm thinking about this question, I'm thinking like which pub I would have the best pint in. But I'm not too sure if it's like directed off my favorite 3 beers. If you get me, so.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
My 3 favorite beers, I would say, would be. Well, my number 1 is Tenants. You know that. Everybody knows that who watches me. Tenants is my drink, and that's my number 1. But the funny fact is that I never used to. When I was younger, I never used to drink Tenants. It was just randomly that it was put onto it, and I didn't like the taste of it when I started drinking. But it was because Tenants was cheap back in the day. It was like $5.50 or something like that. There, €5.50 for a 6-pack of Tenants.
Wow.
It is now up to £7, so it's went up, but it used to be $5.50. And some places you actually could have got 6 tins for $4.50. But Tens would be my number one. But then, what would I have to drink? If I had no Tens, I would say I'd probably maybe drink... Number 3 would be Budweiser, because like it's not my favorite, but at least it's there. Number 2 probably Heineken. So Tens number 1, Heineken number 2, and Budweiser number 3, I'd say. What about yourself? You don't really drink pints, do you?
No, to say the only pints I would drink are cider. Yeah, even though you probably screw your nose up. But yeah,
fucking
I
rank.
do like a cider.
Fucking rank. Disgusting.
But I usually go for like the berry ciders.
Like, do you drink?
Probably one of the best I've had is a Bulmer's Red Berry, but in this particular bar, they filled it all up. They had this specific glass for it,
Right.
and they put ice in there and strawberries. I was like, oh, this is such a nice summer drink.
But like, you usually like do you drink Copperberg or anything like that? There, no.
Yeah, I drink Copperberg. I've had Thatcher's.
You're not drinking wine today, are you?
No, I'm not drinking wine actually today.
You didn't need it for your nerves.
Have a pint of wine. There we go.
A pint of wine. A pint of wine.
Oh, no.
This is another question. Another one from you. What is your favorite curse word? Jesus, I've so many. I have so many on that list. I think cunt is a big one. Cunt. I like cunt.
I don't like it how we say it.
Why the British say it?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Why?
It's bizarre. I don't know, it sounds so harsh the way we say it.
It sounds aggressive from the British saying
it's
it.
really aggressive.
It sounds aggressive. So same with the Australians. When the Australian says there's a kind of difference between the Australians and the British, because when an English person says cunt, it sounds harsh, but when an Australian says it sounds harsh but a little bit playful, if you get me. But when the Irish say it, it's always going to be playful, because you could be like, a cunt can mean anything. It could mean a bad thing or a good thing. So I like cunt.
Yeah.
You get me? So like, my throat is going.
Oh no.
There we go. We got it back. Cunt is like a good word. I enjoy being a cunt. You know. I would call you a cunt non-stop. Like I only call you a cunt because you deserve it. Well, a lot of people are called a cunt as well. Like it's not just you. There's a lot of people who watch me and watch you are cunts as well. And mostly anybody that I enjoy. Like, you know me with insults as well. I call anybody, if I insult somebody, I like call them a cunt or anything. And that's what I think Americans don't get this. This is Irish humor. If an Irish person insults you, that means they like you. But I don't think Americans get that.
No.
So if I ever went to America and called them a cunt, I think they might get offended. And that would not be fun.
No.
What's your favorite curse word?
I think sometimes I just say it out of the blue, which is shit. But
That's your favorite curse word? It's not really a curse word, is it?
I thought it was.
Yeah, well, technically it is.
When I was little, if I said it.
Yeah, but technically it is a curse word, but it's not really an extreme one, is it?
No, it's not extreme. But even like growing up, it was like not the done thing to swear in my household at all. I mean, it's lax over the years since all grown up, but I used to end up saying shite or sugar instead.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Did you? Were you allowed to curse when you were younger in your household? No.
No, we've seriously frowned upon. Seriously. But now it's all gotten really lax, and yeah.
Yeah, it was the same with me when I was a kid. I was just scared. I was scared just to say damn when I was young, because like, I wasn't even allowed to watch South Park or anything when I was a kid, because it was yeah, because my mum would have fucking killed me if I and now see if my mum rings me now, I'll be like, oh, fucking toothache and fucking all this here, because I have a toothache. I'll be like, fuck, and then she'll be just like, eh. So I think I think it's now because I'm an adult, it's changed. But
yeah,
as a kid, like, not a chance. We always had to have nice, like, good manners and stuff like that there. Now we're fucking terrors of the fucking world, which is great. Another one from Sean. Worst shit you ever had? God. Do you have one? Because I have so many, and I'm trying to think which one's the worst.
I mean, I don't like it anyway. So everyone.
There's nothing better than having a good shit. Fuck off. There's nothing better. You constipated for about 3 days, and you finally let a big one out. It is the fucking best feeling. It is the best. Don't you lie. You love a shit. You love a shit.
Not like yourself.
No, I don't like the smell, mate, but I love the shits. Like, you just said your favorite word was shit. You just said your favorite word was shit. What the fuck? Yeah, so you do like a big shit. There's nothing better than a big old poo. But this topic is worst shit you ever had. I'm trying to think. I normally get bad ones off like when I'm hungover. When I'm hungover, I get really bad shits, and it's like just water. There's not even a chunk in there. It's just pure liquid, and I think the embarrassment one was like shitting on stream before. That was, well, accidentally shitting on stream. But I think the worst shit I ever had was at Rory Fest, which is a big festival in Ireland of Rory Gallagher. And I remember it was the second day we were there. We were camping. And we were camping in a big massive field, so there was only portaloos. And
oh, no.
Yeah, I had a very spicy pizza the night before, and I remember waking up and I was thinking it was about like 5 a.m. or something like that there, and there were so many tents around this portaloo. I don't know if it's like you or like anybody else, but when you take a shit in a public toilet, you try and be as stealthy as fuck. And you try not to make any noise, like your ass tries not to make any noise. Do you know what I mean? You try and be as stealthy as fuck. So you're like sitting on the sitting on the toilet, just thinking, okay, how can I ease it out without. But it's even the same in airports and stuff. I don't like shitting and making loud noises.
I think it's for any public toilet. Like, I mean,
like you were like humming or this is my plan. This is the way I deal with it. Okay, see if there's people in the toilet. Here's a wee tip. Here's a tip for you. If there's anybody in the toilet, right, and you're in need of shit, try and hold on as much as you can until the person gets out of the other stall or that's away from the urinal, and goes and washes their hands and uses the blow dryer on their hands. That's when you go.
Yeah.
That's when they go, because the blow dryer covers up the noise. The blow dryer closes up the noise. I think that's what's called, with a hand dryer covers up the noise, so you can shit away and they won't ever hear you going, like, the noises that you make. But I think that was the worst shit, was at Rory Fest. But there was another one at Sex Fest as well, which was a festival in Manchester. It was like a music festival and drinking festival, and it was so fucking warm that I got sunstroke, and I was puking and shitting at the same time. So I had to take a shit, then turn around, puke, then turn it back around, shit. I was in a stall for about a half an hour, shitting and puking. So I think that was probably the worst shit actually at Sex Fest, because I felt.
By the way, it's not actually a sex fest though. It's
I'm glad you had to explain it.
Just no.
It wasn't a festival about sex, no. Sadly. It wasn't a massive orgy in a field. God damn it. My dream has been lost. What about you? What was the worst shit you ever took? Do you have one?
Probably when I've had food poisoning. Oh my god, I've never felt so ill.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, that's probably the worst time.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than getting food poisoning. Your ass is open for everything. Like,
oh, it's not even just that. It's just like, oh, just both ends. You're like, for F's sake.
Oh, that's the worst. But like, I have a whole pile of shit stories. Like, there's a story. You remember the story about me taking a shit under a bridge, and because it was a cold night, I tried to keep it warm by putting a leaf on it. Like that. Like, and by the way, I was drunk. But like that's the type of stories that I have. Like I took a shit under a bridge. Sound like a troll. So like took a shit under a bridge and I tried to keep it warm with a leaf. Like I don't know. I'm just like there's some odd things I've done in the past with my poo. Oh Christ! This one's from you again, and this is perfect from you. Nyxie, you have to do this.
Go on.
Describe Graham in 3 words.
Funny.
Wait, before you continued there, it took a long time for you to think. What the fuck? Did you say funny?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Honest.
Good. Honest? Cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And punk.
Punk? Okay. Alright, I can deal with that, them 3.
Yeah, okay.
Honest, funny, and punk. Honest, funny, and punk. I can deal with that. Yeah. Now, I'm going to reverse the question. And I'm going to say, like, even though it's not up here, I'm going to describe you in 3 words. Small, blonde, and glasses. There you go. I described you in 3 words. I think I got you.
More meaning, but like you're like nah. Just
what? Say that again. What did you say?
One's got more meaning. Like you're just like, oh, she's short.
I just described you. Like it just. The question was that you put up there on the topic space was describe Graham in 3 words, right? You said funny, honest, and punk.
See, I was thinking in terms of personality, but you were like, no, there's just.
I just described you in general. I just described you, like, just in case anybody wanted to know what Nyxie looked like. Blonde, glasses, and short. That's her. She's about the same size. She's about 4'3", 4'2".
Not 4'3".
She's about 4'2".
5'2".
She's 5'2". Another topic here from Minecraft. I think this is the first topic we had from Minecraft. Your favorite moment on stream. Jesus. That's gonna take a while. Favorite moment on stream. Wow. There's so many for me.
Yeah.
There's so many for me. One big moment that sticks out in my mind was when I did the coverage of E3, and I went fucking nuts for Banjo and Kazooie being announced for Smash.
Oh yeah.
That basically was one of the big moments for me. I was like, fuck me. I was shocked. Like that. Like I went apeshit. I went apeshit because you know how much I love Banjo and Kazooie, and when I seen that shit, I went fucking nuts. That was actually probably one of my favorite moments. Just go Banjo and Kazooie, or let's see. I'm trying to think of funny moments. I was going to say the leg waxing, but it was not fun. It was not fun.
But that was probably my favourite moment on your stream.
Oh, was it? Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad.
In all seriousness, though, there was a phenomenal amount of support during that stream, and you could not fault it. Like,
yeah, the amount of donations and everything, like, it was crazy, and the amount of help that everybody did. But that was not a fucking fun time for Graham. That was not a fun moment at all. It hurt. People say, like, some girls are saying, like, oh, you're such a bitch because leg waxing's easy. Not if you have fucking hairy legs. Now, I'm a man with very hairy legs. Very hairy legs.
It's never been ripped out your skin before.
Exactly. It hurts. It fucking hurts. And so I guarantee that's some people's favorite moment as well. With my leg waxing, I guarantee that a lot of people like enjoyed that also, but I did not. I did not enjoy that one. What I did enjoy was playing Mario Kart with everybody, And I should do it more often. Yeah. I should do it more often because I do enjoy them streams. And it's just fun to play with all you. And it's like when we were trying to get everybody organized the last time, when no one was in, I was like, where the fuck is everybody? Because everybody was asking, oh, when you doing Mario Kart again? When you doing Mario Kart again? When I did Mario Kart, no one showed up. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, the leg waxing was a piece of shit. So is that your favorite? Is that your favorite moment?
Probably on your stream, yeah, one of my favorite moments. Like you said though, I do like the community games and just talking to everybody.
What about on your stream? What's your favorite moment on your stream?
For me, probably my favorite moment was being when I was hosted for 32 viewers.
Oh.
And I'd say I was in a big shock actually, because I'm only like a small-time streamer.
Yeah.
I was a bit spooked up. But in terms of like one of the funniest moments, I wish I'd actually kept the VOD and just kept it recorded. But it was like my first or second month into streaming. But this guy came in and he said he'd had a really bad day as he got dumped by text from his girlfriend. I was like, oh no, and I was really sympathetic and I was really sorry he'd gone through that. About 15 minutes later, another viewer pops into the chat and says he's the happiest he's ever been. He's got himself a new girlfriend and she let that poor sap down via text, her ex.
Oh fuck.
And anyway, the previous viewer called out and asked what the girl's name was, and then they had a bit of a back and forth, but it was trolling.
Yeah.
But it was trolling in my chat, but it was just like, oh my god, what is going on? It made for an interesting read, let's put it that way.
You're like Jeremy Kyle there for that situation. Holy shit.
Yeah. It was quite funny. It was quite funny. But why my chat? That was the most hilarious thing though. Why my chat?
Why was it in yours? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So next one is from Charlotte. Favorite pubs and bars. Favorite food and stuff you have invented in the kitchen. I'd say my favorite pub is to go to is my local Voodoo, but I also work there, so it's kind of really not really. Is that biased? Was that biased? Like I was drinking there before I actually worked there, so it's kind of like. I don't know. What about yourself? Like, do you like Waitrose and stuff like that? Because I know they have that in the UK.
My favourite pubs. I don't really know. To be fair, I haven't really been in a pub like recently.
Yeah, but do you have a local? Do you have a local that you go to?
Not really. I mean, I suppose the only one local to us would be a Wetherspoon, but it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just they're everywhere.
Yeah.
But then again, there is quite a nice one near us, and it's got a like a sort of balcony kind of area, and you can sit outside.
Waitrose does good food, like, and it's cheap as well. Like, it's really cheap. Like every time I go to London, like we always go to a Waitrose because it's so cheap. Like the closest Waitrose to me is like in Derry, and when I was in college, we used to go to Waitrose every lunchtime because the food was so cheap. Like you get a burger and chips and a beer like for a $5, which is really cheap. Like I was surprised, but I always because it was like lunchtime and I had to go back to class, I always swapped out the beer for a Coke. I was like, oh, I'll go back to class hammered. Actually, I went to class a few times hammered, actually saying that. Favorite food and stuff you've invented in the kitchen. Have you invented any crazy stuff in the kitchen? I'm not talking about your weird sex games that you play in the kitchen, man. Hide the spatula. Have you ever played any weird sex games in the kitchen? That was about to ask. Have you ever...
Yeah, spank with the spatula, that's what you do.
Spank with the spatula, you just said. Jesus! Spank with the spatula. Fucking hell.
Oh.
Have you created anything like anything in the kitchen, like any food stuff that you would go back to and eat it yourself?
so then again, I'm not that inventive because I'm a little bit like, if this goes horribly wrong, I've just spent an hour doing nothing. I did try a recipe once to make you like a homemade chili.
Yeah.
And you put dark chocolate in it.
Ugh.
Actually, it was nice. It was a surprisingly really nice. But dark chocolate's not sweet. It has like a very slight sweetness. I'm quite surprised. Have you ever tried dark chocolate?
Yeah, well, I don't like dark chocolate. I don't like chocolate in general. We already talked about this. We already talked about
it. Has a different taste. It's slightly bitter.
But I told you in the past about with boiled bacon. If you put like Coke into boiled bacon, it makes it like makes it very like. I think it's either with boiled bacon or with like steak. It actually makes it more like tender if you put Coke into it instead of water to boil it. But I told you about that in the past. I think the weirdest thing or the coolest thing I ever made in the kitchen was it's probably like a curry bacon cheesy chip, but like we get them from takeaways. You don't have them in the UK, which is crazy. I was shocked when you told me that you don't have them in the UK. So basically what it is, it's like French fries, mozzarella cheese, bacon, and curry sauce. And I was so surprised that you don't have it. I was shocked. Even a taco chip, or either a taco chip as well. So a taco chip is like taco sauce with mince and chopped up peppers and chopped up onions with mince, cheese, mozzarella cheese, and chips. It's unbelievable. I'm so surprised that I'm so sorry that you don't have it.
Deprived.
That's so nice. Next question from Irish Outlaw, I'm guessing. Interdimensional time travel.
What?
The next question is interdimensional time travel.
Is that a question?
Well, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know where to start with this one. Interdimensional time travel. Let's see. Where would we start with this one? I'm guessing that's like. Would you time travel to another dimension? I'm guessing is the question.
Possibly. Or would you do it?
Yeah, I'm guessing that.
The opportunity.
Like, okay, I'll try and dance around this question because I'm not really sure what it actually stands for. If you had to go back back to the past or into the future, would you? At like any.
I mean, you don't know how much you'd mess up.
Yeah, but if you
present time.
No, but if you can go back to the past and not like mess up anything, like I mean like not step on anything and stuff like that. There'd be like if you stepped on something that'd be completely fine and stuff, wouldn't affect the future. Would you go back to the past and like to any point of your life and experience it as you are back then, but you have the knowledge that you're from the future? Would you go back? I know it's a lot.
Yeah, if I knew I wouldn't miss anything majorly, but I don't know. It's almost like if you saw it'd be weird if you saw yourself as well. I think it'd be just like, oh my god, look at me there.
Is that what you would think? Oh my god, look at me there.
I look so sad and pathetic.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
Hi.
Nothing has changed at all. I'm only kidding. But no, I mean, like, would you try, if you could time travel, would you go back to where you're the same person from the future, but you're not, like, you're doing the exact same things, or you would do things differently back in the past? Like, would you change anything from the past? If you could go back in time. I'd probably go back to the time I had different times having sex. I'm not gonna lie.
I see what you mean by like past relationships. You're thinking, oh god. Yeah.
I'll re-experience them different scenarios during sex and hopefully do it better and not be. Where does this go? How do I do this? Graham, you're fucking a wall. You're not fucking me. I would actually probably get more enjoyment fucking a wall than my past experience, but I would go back. I'd say I would go back to like different holidays when I was a kid and stuff, but have the same kind of like know that I'm from the future, but have the body of a like a teenager again and just like experience, but know that I'm from the future and experience it as a person from the future, but know that I'm still like in a teenager body, if you get me.
Yeah, I know. I think that would be really difficult to do though.
Why?
Knowing what you know from your future. I don't know. It just no.
It kind of blows your mind when you think of it. It kind of blows your mind.
Yeah, it does.
I'd make sure if I did go back, I'd make sure that I would grow a beard and not have a fucking baby face. Because when I was younger, I would normally always be shut up. I would normally always have a clean shaven face. So I would always make sure, like if I ever did go back, I would always make sure that I would have a beard because I looked like a twat back in the day. I looked like a bell end back in the day, so I would always, if I did ever go back, I would always make sure I would have a beard, even though in the teenage years. But there's nothing you would go back to change, or?
I think the problem is a lot of it is kind of like you wouldn't be able to change, like it's because you wouldn't end up being where you are now. True
that.
Then again, I kind of feel that like experiences I've had in the past, it makes me who I am now. So if I change too much, just like if I decided to give myself, I don't know, winning lottery numbers,
yeah,
I'd probably, I don't know, be in a mansion right now, like a
but would
Back
you
to Future kind of thing.
But would you? Because I wouldn't. Like that wouldn't, say if I won the lottery, like I know it wouldn't change me, like because like I've said this before in the past, about like if my Twitch ever got big, like I think I would still be drinking the same shit and like playing the same guitar. Like there's like you just see me there. I just like if I had money, I would buy a new guitar and stuff. Like I have a guitar right here, so I like the simple things. So I don't think that would change me at all. If I had like went back and tried to get the lottery numbers and stuff, I don't think it would change me. Which is great, but I don't know about you. Would you buy a mansion and stuff?
No, I wouldn't buy a mansion and that. I'd probably buy a house and like just, you know, make sure you live comfortably and then have it as an investor later on if you have kids and, you know.
Your eggs are getting dry.
Oh, stop. Me.
She's 30. Her eggs are getting dry. Next question from Graham's husband. At what point are you being cringe and not annoying? I hate this, right? Because I'm not a big fan of cringe comedy. But I have started watching a lot of Ricky Gervais's comedy shows, and it's all cringe. All the stuff that he does is cringe, like Extras and The Office and stuff. And I'm not a big cringe comedy fan.
No.
But when I'm watching his stuff, it actually makes me laugh. There's some moments that are really hilarious, like. But with cringe and not being annoying, I don't know. Is there any moment that you like, especially when you come into my stream? Is there any moments that is cringe? There've got to be. There's got to be some cringe moments. I don't think I'm annoying.
No.
I can be. I can be very annoying, but I don't think there's any cringe moments that I can think of on the top. There's got to be, but I can't think of any that's on the top of my head.
No, I can't actually think of any either.
Maybe when I put ice cream on my naked body, that was maybe that was a cringe moment. Or I don't think you were here for this stream. When I started like doing the makeup tutorials with like eggs and fucking ketchup and stuff and rubbing that on my naked body.
I must have missed that.
Yeah. That was a bad day. I remember like cracking the egg and it went everywhere. It went on my green screen and everything. It was fucking stupid. Would you classify yourself cringe? Would you have any cringe? I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching you play Dark Souls, there was a few moments when I was watching you play Dark Souls, I was like, oh my god. I was like, fuck me. Really? But again, that's just me. I don't know. What about
That's
you?
my poor gameplay. No, I mean, there are times when I think myself, oh, that is kind of cringy, but you gotta be honest, I do love a bad pun. I do like my bad puns.
A fucking punishment to the system. So punch the balls. I hate puns. Hate them. I think they're cheap. I think they're cheap. Just like we were talking before, like jump scares. I think puns are cheap. But some people can do a good pun. Like, I know we showed here to Supermask. Supermask does puns all the time. And I just want to bang my head against the wall. Like, you know, it's just like, Christ. It's just hard.
I sometimes do it for that cringe factor. I think it's just one of those, I suppose I don't say it just to be, I don't know, annoying and like, oh yeah, that was really, really funny. I think I just do it for the sake of being cringe. Like, I know it's cringy, but I just say it anyway just to make people go, oh, really?
I fucking hate it. I absolutely despise it. I just can't deal with, like, I think it's one-liner jokes as well. And the one-liner jokes, I think they're cringe as well. Do you know, like, they're kind of like puns also. I hate that type of comedy, and it does get annoying. It does get annoying when you're talking about like puns and stuff with me. With you enjoy it apparently, so I don't know. For me, it does get annoying. It does get annoying, especially puns, and that's gonna.
If it's constant, but
like I
even one-off.
I don't know. Next question from Charlotte. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? How fucked would you be? That is an odd question.
I like this question.
You like this question?
Yeah. It gets me thinking. Probably, for me, 100 duck-sized horses.
That'd be fucking terrifying.
No, but it sounds awful, but like being my height, I wouldn't want some giant duck biting my head off.
But you wouldn't mind 100 ducks the size of horses biting your head off?
They won't bite. How can they bite your head off if they're like the size of duck?
No, 100 duck-sized horses. The question is, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck, which is one horse that's the size of a duck, or 100 duck-sized horse? Wait. So it's like...
This is mixed up.
Yeah, this is making me confused. Wait, so 100 duck-sized horses. So is that like the horses the same size of a duck's body?
So it'll be 100, duck-sized horses. So there'll be horses that are duck-sized, but 100 of them.
This is so messed up. 100 duck-sized horses. That's like little horses, like very, very tiny horses. There are
100 of them
attacking you, or one horse that's the size.
One duck that's the size of a horse.
Yeah, so that's just like a giant ass duck.
Yeah.
That's a giant ass duck. So which would you rather? Would you rather little horses attacking you or a big ass duck?
See, I'd rather have the 100 little horses. But the only thing is, if I could tame the horse-sized duck, I would ride it. I would ride on its back and fly off into the distance like, way!
Oh my god. Oh my god. God, I actually face palmed. I actually face palmed. Fuck me.
Would you not though? If you could tame.
You thought way too much into this question. You were preparing for this question. You were actually preparing for this question. Jesus, you put a lot of thought into this.
Would you not?
I'd rather.
If you could tame a horse-sized duck,
Right.
would you fly? Would you ride on its back and then fly? Like use it as a mode of transportation?
Where would I be going with the fucking giant? Man, think of parking. Where would you? Where would you park?
Big lake over there. It's fine.
Where would you park a giant duck? Like if you were going to Asda, for a bit of shopping, and you fly in and your giant duck. Does ducks even fly?
Yes.
Do they?
Yeah,
I didn't even know ducks flew.
Yeah, they do.
I thought they just like flapped, just like chickens, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they do fly. Yeah, they do fly. Fuck. Okay. I don't. You go into Asda. Oh, I have to pick up my groceries. Where do you park the duck?
On the roof, maybe.
But how would you get down? How would you get down off the roof if you parked your duck on the roof?
Most buildings have those like staircases that run alongside the building. I'm sure you could.
But what's the point then traveling on a giant-sized duck? Yeah, if you have to actually walk a lot more. You know what? Fuck it. I know what I would do. I would just park it in the wheelchair spot. I would just park the giant duck in the wheelchair spot right beside the door. Just because, like, fuck it. If you're going to travel on a giant duck and you have nowhere, and you want, like, fuck it. I would just park it in the, like, you know. With 100 duck-sized horses, with the mini horses, I don't know about that. Like, I'd be afraid with the mini horses. I would step on the fuckers. You know, if there's so many of them, and you have to look after them. But this is we're getting too way into this. Is actually the question is, would you rather fight one science? Like, so we have to fight the. We're thinking way too much into this. We're thinking way too much of this. We want to have the fucking massive duck as our pet. Right. The question actually is, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or small horses, 100 small horses? Which would you rather fight?
I'd rather fight the 100 small horses, I think.
Yeah, I think I would do that as well, because it's easy. All you have to do would be kick them.
Yeah.
You just kick. That's
horrible.
That's horrible. All you would have to do is just kick them in the face, and they'd be grand. 100 of them, though. 100 of them, they would kicking the shit out of you. They'd be kicking the shit out of you. Right, the next question is from Carnival Viking. Dad jokes. What's your opinion on dad jokes? I don't know if we have to say a dad joke here or whatever, but I'll say one just really quickly. Two peanuts walking down the road. One was assaulted. There, easy, quick, easy done, easy done. Dad jokes. What's your opinion on dad jokes?
Oh, they make me. To be honest, they make me cringe more than well. I know that in a way it kind of puns, but they make me just cringe just as much.
I think some are very. I think some are funny. Some are funny, but some are fucking stupid. There's some that's really stupid, but some are funny. Don't get me wrong. There's some that's very, very funny. But yeah, I would say they would make me cringe also at times. There's like moments that were like, oh fuck, like face palming. Like when I just told that peanut joke there, did you like that?
It's like, oh, it's that same reaction. It's like, oh, really?
You didn't like it, did you? You didn't like that one. Do you have any dad jokes?
Probably one.
Go on, tell me.
It's a bit lame though.
Tell me.
Okay. What's a wrestling chef's favorite wrestling move?
A wrestling chef's favorite wrestling move. Is that what you asked me?
Yeah.
A wrestling chef's favorite wrestling move. No idea. What is it?
A suplex. Told you that's lame. Yeah. You lost for words now.
See, that's a dad joke and a pun at the same time.
Yeah, and then there's like the ultimate cringe.
That's. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. That was awful.
It was awful.
That was pretty bad.
But dad jokes are meant to be bad.
Are they though? Are they meant to be that bad? Jesus. Ah, I didn't like that. I did not like that. I would love to know what the people who listen to this, what their opinion on dad jokes is, and see what they think about dad jokes. I know a lot of people do dad jokes and as their like gimmick, like on Twitch. A lot of people do that shit on Twitch and as their gimmick. I just don't know. I think you know me with my humor. my humor's very dark and sexual. You know, my humor is very dark and sexual. That sounds like a really raunchy porn, doesn't it? My comedy's dark and sexual, so like I like sexual jokes and making fun, like fun of like stuff like sex and like stuff like that. There, like I would call myself gay and stuff, like just for comedy, but like I don't know. And the stuff that I say to you, fuck me. The stuff I say about you and say to you and Enya and everybody, I don't know how you still stick around. Jesus. Like us talking on this podcast, like me talking about your eggs and you being 30. Like, what? And you're still here?
But like going back to like how humour is in like Ireland and like, Irish humour and the British humour, we're very, very similar. Sarcastic. It's quite a common one in Britain, but yeah, it's just banter at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm not taking any offence to it.
But I don't know how that fits in with dad jokes. You see, can you really be insulting with dad jokes though? That's the thing. Can you offend someone? Because I know I would offend someone if they didn't know me with the way I talk. So like, I'm just thinking, with a dad joke, can you offend someone with a dad joke? Like, is it possible? I suppose.
I don't know, unless there's, I don't know if it's like some generations, but there could be some, not seen as, you know what I'm going to say, like politically correct. Let's put it that way.
But I think dad jokes are meant to be innocent. You know, I think they're meant to be like an innocent play on comedy, if you can call it comedy. I don't know, but it's meant to be like an innocent way of like getting a kind of like a simple laugh, if that's the right way to call it, a simple laugh, an easy laugh.
Yeah.
It's just like a play on words with dad jokes, I think. Like most dad jokes are a play on words, like you with that wrestling chef. Next question is from Minecraft. Or Almap Gaming. How much shit should you eat in a day?
None.
These questions, man. These questions. Right,
Not good for you.
I'll turn this question around a little bit. How much shit should you eat in a day? I'll turn it around, right? Mm-hmm. I'll make it more like, if you had no other option, and you only had to eat shit to survive, would you?
No.
Really? You wouldn't like?
No.
Okay, so
knowing me, I'd end up like eating it and then end up
enjoying it.
Oh no.
No, like you would say that. Let me try this one then. Let me try this for you. Would you? Okay. Would you eat shit? Okay. Would you eat shit for a full year to save your family? There you go.
I have to, but that's horrible. You're horrible.
Yeah, but like, you have to. Like, it's your family, so you have to eat shit for a year, just to save your family. Would you do it?
Well, yeah, I'd have to.
And it's not even.
You would do the same, wouldn't you?
It's not even your own shit. It's not your own shit. It's not.
Oh, that's so gross.
It's not your own. It's not your own shit. You have to eat it to save your family.
I mean, God help you if it's your own shit. But...
Yeah. Would you do it?
I'd have to.
I'd let the fuckers go. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm not eating shit. Fuck that. I'd let the bastards have them. Let the fuckers have them. Fuck that shit. I mean, no, fuck that. I'm not eating shit that's not even mine for a year. Even if it was mine, I still wouldn't. Let the fuckers have them. Whoever has my family, take them. You know what I mean? I would not do it for a year. For a year. And it was I didn't make this point as well, by the way. It's 3 meals a day. So you would have to eat it 3 meals a day. So breakfast, dinner, and supper. Would you still do it? See? Does this mean you're a lot kinder than me? What the fuck? Would you do it?
The problem is, I probably wouldn't live that long to be able to eat shite.
But if your stomach could take it, hey, maybe you might even find real food in there while you're eating it. Maybe some corn or.
And again, actually, isn't there like a food? It's like these truffles or whatever from. Is it like some sort of pig? Now what are they? I'm sure it's a truffle.
What is it?
There's like an animal. I think it's a pig, some sort of pig.
Right.
That it has a berry diet, and it poops, and you can actually eat their truffles.
Ugh.
Like, yeah, you can. Hang on, I can't remember what it was called. I wish I could remember what animal it is.
It's a pig. Well, I think that's us for our second episode. What a way to end it. What a way to end our second episode. Fucking hell. Jesus, what a question to end it on. How much shit should you eat in a day? And I turned it into a fucking gross topic. I think that's the end of our second episode. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. If you listen to the podcast on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell with all that shit, you know that shit. Do you want to say anything before we go, Nyxie?
No. Thanks for having us.
No, I don't want to talk to you at all. Fucking hell. So, at least say bye. What the fuck? No, I don't want to say anything to you fuckers. Stop listening to us. Right then. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much for listening to us. And we'll see you for the next episode of Turned Heads. Bye, everyone.
Bye.